So it's this famous bed. It's becoming famous, this bed, because everybody's sitting on it, but only because it's well, sort of the quietest bit of the house.
Yeah.
Although it still gets quite noisy, as you've heard for yourself. Gordon's with me. Gordon is Debbie's dad. He's also Dawn's dad. Surprise, surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And he's granddad, therefore, to Callan and Ethan, and Kane, of course. We've met all the boys. They're absolutely fantastic, and of course you know that.
I've two granddaughters as well.
Oh, have you? Right, okay. They're not here today.
Debbie's two daughters.
Debbie's two daughters,
Yeah.
of course. That's right. Yes, yeah. Are they coming to the party today?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think they're coming through.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we're going to sing happy birthdays to the boys very shortly, because we're visiting on their 15th birthdays. So.
Yeah.
Gordon, we've discussed in great length the boys today. We've met them, and we've talked about life and everything. As granddad, you've obviously seen what a strain it is on your daughter, on Dawn and Peter.
Well, we have ever since we've virtually found out what illness they had. But it surprised me because Dawn and Peter and Kane, even Kane as a young baby, a 3-year-old, when the twins came along. And Kane's grew up with them. And one of the things that always sticks in my mind is when Dawn was shopping with the twins, and Kane would be maybe 6-7-year-old, and they were in Tesco's, and I think it was Callan that had the fit, and people would just stopped and started staring, and Kane turned round and he said, "Look," he says, "it's my brother, he's having a fit, okay?" And from then, Kane has grew up with it, and he's been great with them. He certainly has.
Yeah.
He's like a big brother, but at the end of the day, he looks after them. Only when they need it. He doesn't go and keep sort of tabs on them. He lets them do what they want to do. But as you say, it has been a strain on both of them, Dawn and Peter. But they've stuck it through. They're getting there, and I think regarding what they want, what Dawn wants anyways, the respite home for the kids of this area. Not Callan and Ethan might not benefit from it, but it's all the other families, kiddies and everything else.
Which is, to me, is typical of Dawn's personality, because that's lovely of it, because she started this campaign, she's got to put so much effort into it.
Oh,
And got us involved now, of course, on it, and our full
Yeah,
support.
that's right.
And yet she actually is going to get relatively little from it, because it's going to be for other people, isn't
That's
it?
right. But I think once Dawn sets her mind to do anything, it was like the kayaking, you heard about
I
that.
did, yes.
And to do something like that she did in 24 hours was just unbelievable. Like me and Peter 15 years ago, I think the twins would only be maybe 4 or 5 months old. Me and Peter did the coast to coast on the cycles. And I'd already had a heart attack when I was 48, and I seen my own doctor. And I said, "Is it okay to do it?" He said, "Well, I'll say yes, but don't treat it as a race. Enjoy it," which we did. And I'm grateful that I did do it, because at the end of the day, it's something I can always look back on and say, well, I achieved that.
As granddad to Callan and Ethan, when you look at the boys, obviously you're proud of them.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But what do you see when you look at them?
2 15-year-olds that I'm starting to look up at them now, because it's only this last 12 months Callan has shot up to 6'1". Ethan was a wee bit slower, but I look at them as 2 young men that you wouldn't looking at them, you wouldn't think there was anything wrong with them.
No.
And that's how I look at them. There's nothing wrong with them.
Good for you.
Yeah,
Good for you.
that's great.
Thank you for talking to us, Gordon. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Grandad Gordon, And this is Robbie D. We're here today, of course, as part of Give Us a Break, and we would love you, please, to help us to support families, the Rayners, and other families like them, lots of other families across West Cumbria and indeed Cumbria, the whole area. So please dig deep, give generously, and help us to help families like them. The details of how you can do that are coming up right now.